Hey everybody, um, Brian Jakes passed away February 5th, complications from emergency heart surgery is basically the nice way of putting it, but unfortunately what happened, to the best of what I could glean off the internet, was that he died from a bleed in his heart, and that led to a heart attack. I didn't know the man personally, so it's a little bit odd for me to try to eulogize him. So this is not going to be very long. It's just long enough to give you a chance to hear some of the magic that he worked with words. The title of this, as you can see online, is I Am That Is. The line that, the whole line that is quoting is, I am that is two mice within red wall. It comes from the first book in the Red Wall series, appropriately titled Red Wall. I guess, according to a little bit of reading that I did, when I found out Brian Jakes had died, he was a jack of all trades, longshoreman, truck driver, milk delivery man, allegedly a policeman, according to Wikipedia, and various other things. Stand-up comedian as well, and a fledgling author that then turned into a international best-selling author through Red Wall. So, here, take a listen to what Mr. Jakes himself has to say about being an author and what that means. Over the course of his writing career, which, to the best of the international audience's knowledge, began in approximately the mid to late 80s with Red Wall. He wrote 23 Red Wall books, approximately, which the last one is yet to be published. It will be published May 3rd. You can pre-order it on Amazon.com. Public domain knowledge, so I'm not saying anything that is bad. That also includes a graphic novel of Red Wall, which somebody else did the graphics for quite clearly, but he did 5 Tribes of Red Wall series entries, 5 miscellaneous Red Wall spin-offs like cookbooks and maps and riddles and stuff like that. 3 books in a series called Castaways of the Flying Dutchman, which was all about a kid stowing away on a pirate ship and becoming one of the crew, if you will. Very interesting. series of books. And he wrote 2 short story books and a Urso Burnoff. I may have pronounced that wrong, but 2 books in that series. For anybody that has not read him or his books, for that matter, I mean, you should really check it out. It's really quite excellent and arguably some of the best writing of children's books since the days of Narnia, really, as far as I'm concerned. But I'd say that with some personal bias towards him, in as much as I enjoyed reading them for my childhood. And as I said, my childhood has now died as of February 5th, so I'm a little bit quiet and reflectful, as you can tell with the music and the choice of sound bites. I guess I can tell the story briefly of he did a book signing back when I was in about 8th grade, and I believe it was at Walden Books. I might not be remembering that correctly, but it was around the Sudbury, Mass area. That much I remember. Anyway, I wound up going in, and it was my dad, myself, a school friend at that point, and his father. And we went out to lunch first, and then we went back to the bookstore. And you were allowed to get 2 items apiece signed. And Brian Jakes personally signed the Redwall, Martin the Warrior, and The Legend of Luke in book form, hardcover, as well as the Redwall map, which had just come out a few months prior. And at that point, he was promoting The Legend of Luke, so that'll give you an idea of just how long ago that was, if you care to look it up. But I remember coming back from lunch, and we saw this big white limo with black windows sitting just outside the bookstore. And I ran ahead to open the door for my dad and his friend, my friend and his dad and whatnot. And Brian Jakes just happened to step out of the limo right at that minute when I was opening the door. So he came over to me and clapped me on the shoulder and said, good lad, you here for the show? I said, yeah. He said, looking forward to it? I said, yeah. He goes, excellent to see you inside. And went in, and later on he did about 40 minutes of comedy, including this clip that you're about ready to hear from a more recent outing that he did. Take a listen. And so he did that, and the amazing part is yeah, he then went on to, sign the books, and I was able to stand next to him for a couple of minutes and, hear his interactions with people, and he was quite nice, quite funny. And the amazing part was that it didn't sound like 40 minutes worth of talking they did. It felt like maybe 10, 12, 15 at the max minutes. But that's that's kind of the way that you want to be if you're a good performer and whatnot, is that you want to make people forget how long they've been sitting on their rears doing stuff, and he was able to do that in two ways. Live in person and with his books. So, I don't want to get too overly sentimental. I'm teetering on the edge right now, so just so it doesn't wind up on the internet me bawling. I would imagine that the nicest things I can say about him were that he was a performer's performer in many ways, and that he taught kids well with books, the difference between right and wrong, when to stand up for yourself, when to make decisions, stuff like that. And I guess last, certainly not least, as a performer, he brought a lot of joy into the world and through his books. So I would imagine that because of that, I would assume that he would want to be remembered. Kind of like Red Skelton. With a smile on your face and a chuckle in your heart. Rest in peace, Mr. Jakes. And thank you for the memories.